Earth is Ghetto podcast with your host. Love Good Monday morning, everybody, and welcome back to Earth is Ghetto. I hope you had a chance to rest, reset, and recharge because it's a brand new week with brand new opportunities. Whether you're getting ready for work, sitting in traffic, or trying to convince yourself that Monday isn't Mondaying too hard, thank you for spending part of your day with us. As always, we've got plenty to get into today. News, hot topics, entertainment, sports, a few laughs, and some inspiration to help you carry through the week. And holding it down on vocals, the one and only Art of Ashley. So grab your coffee, buckle up, and let's jump right into it, because this world stays giving us something to talk about. And around here, we talk about it all. Inspiration of the day: don't let Monday intimidate you. You don't have to have the whole week figured out today. Just take the next right step. Progress isn't built by giant leaps. It's built by showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it. You've survived every difficult season you've faced, and you'll make it through this one too. Let's make this week count. Mem Site.
She threw that in herself. I didn't tell her to. I guess she chose to be inspirational. What's up, y'all? How are y'all living? I'm already back at work. Vacation went too fast. Normally I do a podcast when I'm on vacation, but I just wanted to not do anything that I normally do. I just really wanted to just free my mind, so I didn't feel compelled to do a podcast. I did have a really good vacation. It went by super fast, but I got it done. I came home and got to have a few days of vegging out and not doing anything, which is nice. You hate to come off vacation and then just jump right back to business as usual, but I had a really busy week. Went out the country, went to a concert, it was wild, it was fun. I didn't get the poop disease, which I'm happy about. I was worried for a second, but we made it on through without getting that, without contracting that. So, prayerfully, knocking on wood, I'm in the clear on that. Other than that, y'all, it's so much news. I probably won't go through all of it because I did definitely look at a lot of news that I saved, that I've been saving since I've been off, but I'm not going to read all this news. So we'll go through, see how much I actually want to read. And, yeah, if I can get I hate when Twitter start changing stuff. So this dog, he was just peeing all on the floor. I would have beat his butt, but people think it's funny. But he's having the time of his life just peeing. So Diddy got put in solitary confinement because he got into a fight. This guy, I guess, supposedly has the tea. He said Diddy got beat up over smoking cigarettes in the wrong area of the prison. That caused the area to be locked down, and people had to lose their phones, and they didn't like all that. And supposedly he got kicked out of early release program. That's what they saying. Multiple people have been pew-pewed in Seattle's iconic Space Needle. Hopefully they're okay. Somebody said somebody in the hood tried to tame a wild horse and it did not go well. That was kind of crazy and dangerous. The horse wasn't having it. So this girl, and I did go to an Usher and Chris Brown concert while I was off. This girl got caught on stage by Usher, and she just wasn't feeling it. Usher was like, she ain't feeling this. Listen, I don't know what they smell like up there. I personally wouldn't want to do it, but clearly, well, she replied back. She said she's not thirsty. They the ones pulled her up. Blah 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 blah. So she pretty much was like, I didn't want to be up there anyway. But I'm like, well, why even go up there? Because now Usher, he gotta kick you off the stage. A raccoon at a Spirit Airlines fell out of the ceiling. That's wild. A wild raccoon. Forget that. There was a seaplane with 11 people on board that crashed and caught fire a short time in Seattle. All 11 people survived, though, which is good. Bron is going to the 76ers. Going to Philly. About to be a Philly John. Derek Fisher and Gloria Govan split after living separate lives. Somebody said after Derek Fisher went through all that to be in a relationship with her, she split up. Mike Tyson told a story about the time he caught Robin Givens in the bed with Brad Pitt. He said, me and my wife were going through a divorce, but we were still doing the do. Every night we were still doing the do, then fighting on paper, but we were doing it every night. He said, one day I went over her house to F, and she wasn't home. Then she's driving up the road with the BMW I bought her. And she had someone with her. I thought it was some kind of friend from the head of the class, but it wasn't. It was Brad Pitt trying to get some head. That was hilarious. What is this? Obama was playing one-on-one with a WNBA player. She wasn't even scared of the president. This was funny. Kev on stage tried the Arby's Philly sandwich. He immediately bought it up. He was like, nope. Paramount has agreed to postpone their acquisition of Warner Brothers until next summer. Got to get past all them lawsuits. Super Bowl champ Jordan Debbie has passed away at 38. An 18-wheeler blows a barricade over a barricade and flies off the side of an interstate in Texas. Chris Brown pled guilty to a fray over an altercation at a London nightclub. Atlanta rapper 21 Savage's nephew accidentally pew-pewed his sister before doing himself, which is very sad. Tony Romo was arrested for OWI in Milwaukee. I'm assuming that's operating while intoxicated. He looked like he's having fun. Somebody said Jada was effing Mark Anthony and that's why they canceled Hawthorne. I kind of believe the story. Somebody said this is Stevie Wonder when somebody tried to take a picture of him. Fort Hood had been closed. One of their defects is what we used to call them. Got closed for roaches and rats. Not shocking. Georgia grandmother says Publix gave her fentanyl patches, then gave her $4,000 after she overdosed. They mistakenly mixed it up. That's crazy. Michelle Obama reveals parents had to hand over their social security numbers and let Secret Service search their homes for pew-pews and drugs if their daughters had sleepovers. That's not insane because it's the president's kid, but that's a lot. An anxious remote worker wins a lawsuit after company forced her to turn on her camera during a video call. Google hit with $1 billion fine over Play Store. He said this is when you reach uncle auntie status. If you know what these things are, that old school ashtray. Buy one Pepsi, get one free. Yeah, them box TVs with the... Definitely. I don't even have to watch these. I already know what's up. Girls Gone Wild. In Atlanta, they putting chicken on pound cake, y'all. They putting fried chicken on pound cake. The cake looked fire though. But I never get into eating sweet chicken. I don't get the allure of that glazed chicken. Somebody said this is the fittest sheet in your dryer, taking up everything. There was an earthquake felt in Miami, Texas. FedEx worker gets a scare of a lifetime after a live iguana burst out of a customer's package and started running around the store. As soon as that thing started shaking like that, she should have took off a long time ago. Opera singer Jubilant Sykes was unalived more than 70 times by his son, Juked. Amazon Prime's users can claim up to $51 from a $2.5 billion class action suit with the July 27th deadline. Nivea singer reveals she has leukemia. 50 Cent's going viral for still sagging his pants at his big age. Looks like 50, pull your pants up, boy. This roller coaster launches a woman into the air after a seatbelt malfunction. Kirk Franklin's wife says she forgot her headphones, so he just got on her back and started doing his thing. Chadwick Boseman's brothers, Derek Boseman and Kevin Boseman, have asked the Los Angeles court to remove their late brother's widow from his estate. I hate when families start fighting over money. And then Malcolm Jamal Warner's widow is suing his mother to recover at least $1.2 million from a family trust. A man pew pew near Santa Monica Pier is still at large. I think they hopefully caught him by now. That was 6 days ago. Former Miss Jamaica passes away at 35. Taraji P. Henson says she regrets turning down nerds and good guys than going after bad boys when she was younger. Don't we all, Taraji? Amazon TikTok shop selling jewelry made of toxic metal that looks like silver but can cause cancer. Long Island Lolita Amy Fisher's son is charged for microwaving a cat. This woman says Jocelyn called to tell her her husband was cheating. I heard this is too long. I don't feel like listening. It was interesting at the time. It's not anymore. Wendy Williams was spotted in good spirits as she celebrated her 62nd birthday. Wendy's still dipping in and doing it, honey. And you know she gonna wear a short skirt. Wendy and them little legs. Tulsi Gabbard's brother is accused of trying to lure children to a Hawaii hotel room. This veterinarian is going through it with these dogs. Andrew Tate and his brother were arrested in Miami. 2 U.S. service members were unalive while defending against Iranian ballistic missiles and drone attacks in Jordan. Taylor Forms, the lettuce, the iceberg lettuce. They had to do it, didn't they? A sinkhole swallows a car whole in Baltimore. Hopefully the person got out. This is a girl who filed a lawsuit against Lyft. She's doing dance rehearsal. How much did Lyft get her? Did they give her any money? There was an earthquake on July 17th that struck in Mexico-Guatemala border. It was a 7.3. Texas dentist charged over unalivement of a 4-year-old in a procedure she didn't need. This journalist who managed to keep her calm after a roach was crawling at her. Girl, the way I would have just been rolling around on that floor. Somebody said, me still trying to enjoy summer and poor air quality, risking diarrhea from a Caesar salad and swallowing glass from eating a croissant. Hal Williams, the 227 star, passed away at 91. He lived a long life. 36-year-old man in Colorado was sent to the hospital where he was born for allegedly switching him with another child at birth. Sunset Boulevard was closed indefinitely in West Hollywood after a massive 100-year-old water main ruptured nearly early Thursday morning on the 16th. It was a lot of money. Grammy-nominated rapper Designer arrested again for chasing a woman with a hammer. Disney World guest passes away after writing It's a Small World. Target is recalling hundreds of thousands of children's sandals due to a potential choking hazard. Iran has installed a billboard in the capital of Tehran showing U.S. President Trump lying in a coffin. Deputies respond to reports of multiple people pew-pewed inside of a Texas Kroger. That was on the 15th of July. This elderly woman says she might have like a few honks after the state sent her Squeeze A55. They sent her the wrong license plate. First she was mad, but she kind of liked it. FDA announced recall of more than 735,000 packages of Pillsbury. IKEA, that's what she said, the croissant. They got glass in it, y'all. Bread rolls. Can't eat nothing. Surveillance video captured the terrifying moment a couple of tree trimmers plummeted 45 feet to the ground. They did survive. Minnesota has passed a grandparents' happy hour law allowing nursing homes to serve alcohol. R. Kelly wants Trump to commute his sentence. This dog and this lady was doing a duet. Harriet Tubman Museum was forced to close its doors after thieves broke in over the weekend and stole the donation box. This little girl looking at her like, are you really sitting here drinking this pool water, little girl? This is how diarrhea starts, by the way. Bodybuilder passes away after posting workout picture ahead of a major competition. Somebody said, me going out anyway, knowing I only have $18 on my account and don't get paid until Friday. That was me all week on vacation. President Trump has overturned the temporary pause on ICE traffic stops, according to a source familiar with the situation. Married to Medicine Leah Jones' ex solicited a neighbor to unalive her. That's crazy. So this girl went to Kohl's today, and this lady was trying to come up under her dressing room door, so she maced her, as she should. I guess it's fake, though. Chuck Schumer appears to let loose a huge fart on the Senate floor. Gotta go. This happened in Kansas City. This man said he dropped a Mountain Dew down a porta potty, and he was stuck. Firefighters took 10 minutes to get him out. How did Mountain Dew fall down there? Betty won't try that today. It's way too hot for that. Diddy sold his Star Island home. People treating on driver's tests in LA. 3 teenagers are arrested in connection with an acid attack on 6 women in New Jersey. That's so sad. A pair of Florida principals were arrested just hours apart after police pulled over the same Jeep twice for alleged drunk driving. What they do, switch seats. Security footage captures the moment a dog started a house fire in Maryland. The Labrador is shown wandering through the kitchen, repeatedly trying to jump onto the counter before an orange glow is seen coming from near the fridge. What was he doing? Now he look like, oh shoot. Now he want to leave and call no police. He didn't hop up there no more. Bad butt. Samuel Jackson says he used to cook and smoke crack cocaine while his daughter slept upstairs. He said if he was in the kitchen cooking cocaine and smoking it, my brain would tell me Zoe's choking in the covers. I'll run upstairs to check on her, come back down. Then my brain would tell me she's choking again. When asked if he regrets that time in his life, he said no. I was in great shape. I was the best functioning addict you could ever meet. Sam just looked like he a retired crackhead too. Monique fires back at Tiffany Haddish after Tiffany ridiculed Monique and her husband on her GQ interview. Monique said, if you had a husband like mine, I don't think you would have DUIs. And if you had a husband like mine, I don't think you would be caught up in things that would ruin children. Now, Tiffany knows she don't want to come for nobody right now. This is terrifying footage that shows the view from inside a train as it becomes surrounded by a raging wildfire near Ontario. Yeah, it was a busy week in the news, that's for sure. I think I got everything. I didn't think I would read it all, but maybe I didn't like as much stuff as I thought. Get this girl off my page. Alright, let's look at Tickety Talk, see what's popping. The search has been when he was happier, and they said what happened, he used to be happy.
My best friend understood the assignment. I had $25, she had $2,500, and we on the beach drinking margaritas. Woo!
Girl math.
My husband ran off during an emergency, and I can't look at him the same.
Okay.
I'm 30, my husband is 31. His niece and nephew were over last weekend and we were all in the backyard. I assume our gate was open because out of nowhere, a pit bull came and bit his 5-year-old niece and latched onto her.
A pit bull?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a dog in general doing that is crazy.
I kicked, hit everything to get the dog off of her. My husband, who had been a few feet away, yelled, "Whose dog is this?" Sir, who cares right now? Like, we getting attacked. Who cares who dog this is?
Right.
I yelled out for him to get the bear spray that was inside of our home. So he must live somewhere that have bears. I'm an animal lover, but this was so insane. I'm an animal lover too. The dog seemed almost rabid. All of a sudden, I saw my husband running, but not towards the house where the bear spray is. He ran out of the yard and closed the gate.
What?
He shut it right behind him.
He ain't say the kid? What? Oh, that's...
Or his wife.
Or his
They
wife.
all locked in the yard with the pit bull.
No, I feel that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Leaving us all in the yard to fend for ourselves. This includes me, his niece, who's 5, and his nephew, who's an infant. We got a
Dang.
baby, a small child, and a woman.
He got out of there. That's crazy. That's crazy.
My husband eventually showed back up a few minutes later once the coast was clear and took us to the hospital. I haven't spoken to my husband in a week. He's getting angry that I'm giving him the silent treatment, but I feel like it's his fault. If he had gotten the bear spray, we would have been in better shape. So they must have really, if you taking him to the hospital, I guess you probably should take anybody to the hospital after an animal bite, but it sounds like they got tore up.
Right.
You know? Me and the 2 children that I'm not even related to could have died. It might not even be relevant, but I don't even like kids. I am staunchly child-free, and he is the one that offered us up to babysit for the weekend. I don't know if this is grounds for divorce. I'm not sure if I could look at him. Any attraction I have for him is pretty much gone. He tried to touch me yesterday as he passed behind me, and I smacked his hand away without even thinking about it, like he was a stranger at the bar.
Wow.
He's just been sulking around, trying to talk to me, getting frustrated, then sulking some more. I wasn't expecting him to be macho and fist fight the freaking dog, but at least follow instructions, or at the bare minimum, not leave me in a life or death situation.
No, every woman wants her man to protect her, and the fact that he acted like that, that's gonna take a long time to get over.
Look up, look up, look up, look up.
He set my man up for failure.
There's a man outside the club. He's tripping. I'm scared. I need help.
That's not a problem. We got bone crusher in the building. He ain't never scared. Come on, man. Come on, it's your time to shine, bro.
Hey, man, that's a long time ago. Hey, man, I'm here with my girl, man.
need help.
Wait.
What you talking about, dog?
I can figure this out now.
Come on, go get the Tech 9, dog. The Tech 9 in the trunk.
No, I've sold the Tech 9 long time ago.
What the hell? Man, come on, bro.
Hey, man, it's not the way it goes. Hey, where's your brother? Maybe I can shake his hand or something. Give him a good
Shake his hand.
Give him a good day blessing.
What happened to we outside the club and they think I'm a punk?
Well, I'm not scared. Well, let's figure this out. Let's just go out there and talk to him. Where is he? Where is the guy? Come on, man.
Let's get him a show the joke.
So I'm outside of the club and he think I'm a punk.
Somebody said Bone Crusher turned into Carl Winslow. He grown Crusher now.
You have a banana in your ass? Now what? I'm Dr. Josh, your favorite gay urologist and sexual health expert. Using fruits and veggies for anal play is a huge no, because they don't have a flared base, and your rectum is like a vacuum. It will suck it inside and get lost. They can easily snap or break. Introduce bad bacteria. They have acidic properties that can easily irritate sensitive tissues. Most produce have pesticides and dirt.
Ugh.
And putting these directly in your rectum can lead to bacterial or fungal infections. Unfun fact, most ER visits are caused by vegetables and fruit, like carrots and cucumbers. So if you have a banana in your ass, go to the ER.
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to read the comments.
Alright, Dad, so here I got 1 tequila shot and 2 waters, and you gotta drink it without making a face, and I gotta guess which one is the tequila shot and which one are the waters. Alright? You ready?
Okay. Yeah, no face expression, no show,
No face expression, no nothing. And then I gotta tell you
which one?
And you gotta pick which ones you start with.
I like middle one all the time.
Okay.
Good.
You gotta keep going, like do them like back to back, so I can guess.
I don't know. I think it's this one, the tequila.
Yeah, that one is full. That one is full, very full. What was that?
Just the water went quick.
The water went down quick.
Quick.
The water went down quick.
Yeah.
All right. So then do the third one. So that's. I won't lie, I can't tell.
See the water, I drink it quick.
I know. You don't even drink alcohol too, so if You gotta do it, Dad. You have to do it.
Dad! Didn't you say there's only one tequila? All three.
All three what? All three what?
All three were tequilas.
No, it wasn't. There was 2 waters.
No, it wasn't.
I might have miscounted, but
Miscounted. Three. How?
I might have
Are
miscounted.
you dumb? How you can miss?
The water went quick.
Good morning. Allie. Allie, sweetie. Come on. First day of soccer camp. Danny, this is your 3rd warning. Arms up. Good girl. Call out your cereal. Fruit Loops. Danny, come on, bud. Allie, I'll be back with the milk.
There's only enough space in this family for one princess. Danny, get up!
You are so annoying, Ale.
How would I know?
Are you keeping an eye on Lottie? Yeah, Mom, we are.
You know what? I can't finish this video. Man, never be this warped. Like, I can't.
Man, I just seen a girl yesterday talking about can we normalize leaving our jobs because it affect our mental health. Bitch, no! Bitch, what my kids gonna eat? Mental Toast Crunch? Bitch, I'm gonna work until I'm bipolar schizophrenic. And then when all the people in my brain start talking, they gonna have to get a job because they can't live in my shit for free. Bitch, who goes to work looking for peace? Peace is at your fucking house. Man, I just seen a girl.
No, for real. Which is sad. Alright, y'all, that is the show. Inspirations on the way. Y'all stay so blessed.
I'm falling, so I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride.
Think you are entitled to a breakthrough. You can live any kind of way, but he gonna bless you. You can be nasty to people, but favor gonna find you. You cannot work, not doing your due diligence, not be a good steward, and your bills still gonna get paid. You cannot tithe, not pray, not fast, but you are entitled thinking that God has to show up for you. And what I'm trying to get you to realize is I don't know where we went wrong in church that you think you can do nothing and God do everything. For some of you, you are in a season where God is waiting on you to do your part so he can do his part. It is the ideology that people are supposed to help you, that you can't make it alone, that you need to be rescued. This is the spirit of entitlement of assistance. I'm not gonna get any amens when I say this, but helplessness don't look good on you. Some of you have become professional victims. How are you upset? Because people won't help you when you had every opportunity to help you. I am not saying that there won't be seasons of your life where you need assistance. What I am saying is that many of us have developed an entitlement to assistance, that you can be whatever and people are supposed to. It's the idea that God won't do everything for you. You have to participate. Preach Mike McClure. It is the idea that God won't do everything for you. You have to participate. And what I'm trying to get you to realize is in scripture, dependence on God is never framed from passivity. God is not going to open the door and carry you through it. Now, let me say that better, because there may be a season where God does it all. What I'm trying to get you to realize is that throughout the Bible, I see a pattern that more than often, God does his part, but you have to participate. Because you might want to write this. It won't be on the screen. I'm going to say it slow. Biblical faith was never meant to freeze us while we wait on God. Did you hear what I just said? Biblical faith was never meant to freeze us while we wait on God. It was designed to move us while we walk with God. Something happened in the late 90s, okay? I'm a church baby. That's all I know. I wasn't afforded the opportunity to run the streets. I ain't never ran the streets. I ain't never been a gangster. That ain't never been me. From the moment I was a little kid, everybody told me it was something different about me. My dad looked at me and said, baby, you called. It's something different. It's a light on you, Mike. In first grade, people would just come around you. Everywhere we went, he said something different, so I'm gonna get you ready for it. So I would be 10 sitting in preachers' meetings. I would be 12 sitting in marriage counseling. I was sitting in marriage counseling one time. This couple was about to just go crazy. They fussing. I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm gonna do it for you. And my dad had the nerve to look at me, sit on the couch like, this is where you take control and you breathe and you go to I'm like, bro, you better pay attention. It's about to go down. But that was my dad. I got to give him all the credit in the world. What I'm doing at this very second, he spoke when I was 6. That's all he ever said to me, okay? And so in the 90s, I wasn't the little kid running the streets. I was the little kid at the Baptist convention. Okay, I was the kid in Birmingham, Alabama. They had the Baptist Bible College over in West End. Okay, so a lot of preachers would go there on the weekend. That's where you went to study. That's where I went. All the preachers would get together for fifth Saturdays, and they would get together and talk about God and talk about Vacation Bible School. They would play back. That was me. So I was there when we were Baptists. Then in the late 90s, this Word of Faith movement happened. The Word of Faith movement, I call them the Fab Five. 5 preachers in Alabama, to me, shaped what we call the non-denominational church, okay? I'm the little kid watching all this happen. You have Mike Moore with Faith Chapel, Steve Green with More Than Conquerors, Derek Houston with Warriors of the Word, George Matthews with New Life, and my dad with Revelation Church, okay? We were Revelation Missionary Baptist Church. We was robes. We was devotion, we was deacons. Did something hit the church where they started saying, we want to do it a different way. So instead of doing choirs and all the deacons, they started doing praise and worship. Now, none of my young people gonna remember this. They didn't even sing with the band, they had tracks. Now, who remember that when your church used to play the tape and then the music come on and then they're like, oh, we glorify, magnify your hallelujah. Boom. Judah McCall. So that's what they were doing. And then they put the deacons to the side. The preachers stopped preaching in the pulpit. They start wearing lapels. They start walking through the scripture. They were called Word of Faith. From the Word of Faith movement, we get a prosperity gospel. This is when everybody hit the scene and was telling you God wants you to be rich. Watch this. You can name it and claim it. If you put this much money on the altar, by tomorrow, you're going to see X, Y, Z. And then from there, you got this generation that we have now that think God is supposed to do it. It's this entitlement to assistance that you can do nothing. But because God is good, you get it. Just because you want it don't mean God got to do it. Y'all don't have to like me right here. Biblical faith was never meant to freeze us. And what's happening right now in our lives is that when you decide you want something, you put your faith on it. Okay? So let's do an exercise as we speak, okay? I want you to write in your notes or get in your mind, preferably write it in your notes, what you believe in God for, okay? In the past, something you believed God for. Something that you believed God for. Put it in your notes. If you watch it online, put it in your notes. Something you would believe in God for, okay? Do me a favor. Now I want you to write the word faith under it. All right, did you do that? That's how many of us live. We saw what we wanted, then we said we got faith, and then we froze. You started waiting on it instead of doing your part to pursue it. Because put this in your notes, faith is partnership, not paralysis. Who told you to wait? And, that just hit, because you thought when the scripture said they that wait on the Lord, you thought you were supposed to stand still and watch God do it. But in the text, the word wait is that of a waitor. He said they that serve while waiting, they that are praying while waiting, they that went and got a job to make sure they were prepared for it when it came. You cannot do nothing and then think God is going to do everything, because partnership is on the screen. Partnership means God provides the promise. I'm going to say it again. Partnership means God provides the promise and we provide the participation. God provides the promise. We provide the participation. Paralysis assumes God will do what he already empowered us to do. You should write that big in your notes, partnership. God is like, hey, why do you want me to do what I empowered you to do? And we see this pattern in the Bible. God tells Noah a flood is coming. Then God builds the ark, right? No, God don't build an ark. Who built the ark? If Noah would have drowned in the flood, who thought it would have been? Then why are you blaming God? God gave you the idea, but now you want God to fund it and create it and work it and market it and blow it up. God is saying, I gave you the promise. I'm waiting on your participation. Y'all don't like me today. God promised Israel the land. He said, I'm taking you to the land that I am giving you. Can I ask you a question? He does not carry them across the Jordan. Jesus tells the man with the withered hand to stretch it, but nowhere in the Bible does he stretch it for him. Are you ready for this? Faith doesn't cancel effort. It's good. Faith don't cancel effort. One of the worst things you can do in life is get saved because you think God gonna fix it. I'm 42. And in 42 years of living, I've discovered that most of the time God didn't fix it, he fixed me. He didn't fix it, he fixed me. Because God rather fix me so I can fix it than fixing it, because if he keeps having to fix it, I will never become what he called me. So God says, I will never take you out of a storm that I can develop you in. So you're in the storm saying, God, take me out. And God like, I'm not taking you out, because that storm is going to help you more than you think it is. But we become so thirsty and desperate for what God can do that we miss who God can help us become. And God is not offended by your effort. He's offended by your presumption. Faith doesn't cancel effort. So when I say partnership versus paralysis, what I'm telling you now is partnership faith asks, what step is mine? That's what I would love many of you to do when you leave here today, when you log off today. Whatever you believe in God for in 2026, approach it from partnership faith and say, God, what's the next, what step is mine? What step is mine? God may reveal to you, get the name, I'll handle the rest. God may reveal to you, get the name, go find the building, and I got you. God may report to you, I don't need you to do nothing this time. I'm gonna speak this over. There are two types of seasons. There are seasons when you gotta participate. Then there are seasons where you sit back and God say, watch me work. I don't know who I'm preaching to in here. And you'll be surprised, most people will shout over the watch me work. In this season of my life, I'm in the participate. There's certain things that God is saying, okay, cool, show me your faith. Step outside your comfort zone. Are you afraid to fail? I was so proud of my son Mason yesterday. Went to this media day with some of the top athletes in the country, and I love seeing him challenged. We in the car, and I'm the type of dad that I'm interviewing him in the car. Tell me your name. No, say your name better. Look him in the eyes. Go, what's your weakness? Okay, boom. I don't never say nothing. Always make your weakness a strength. So I always say stuff like I may do so-and-so too much, or so, no, fix this. What school? No, list your schools in this order. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I said, now Mason, I'm gonna give you one word of advice that ain't gonna sound like advice till we get back in the car. He said, what? Don't be scared to fail. I said, find the best person out there and pray he beats you, but don't run from him. I said, he gonna give you something that can't, beating the worst person ain't gonna give you what losing to the best person gonna give you. And so I'm out there and I'm just watching him, and he go against the best, and boom, 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 get a catch. I'm like, ooh, then he go against him again, boom, don't get nothing. Then he go against him again, boom, don't get nothing. Then the fourth time, boom, boom, Mace get a catch. So by the end of the practice, both of them just battling. But I'm noticing after every rep, Mason will win, boom, I got you because I did so-and-so. He go the second time, boom, he don't get nothing. Dude, look at him, you sitting up too much. When I saw you sit up, I knew you was gonna break if you stay low, boom. And I'm realizing, Mace, you learned more when you lost than you did when you won.